Hi guys, and welcome back to Down the Farm. Today we're looking at the teams in the St. Louis Cardinals farm system all the way from low A up to AAA. Let's go. At the low A level, we go down to Florida's East Coast with the Palm Beach Cardinals. The team plays out of the franchise's spring training home of Roger Dean Stadium, which means I'm okay with the look and logos. But ironically, it's this stadium that's my biggest knock on the team, because it's not just Roger Dean Stadium, it's Roger Dean Stadium Complex, a 13-diamond complex that they share with the Florida Marlins. And it just makes me sad because I think that any player who reaches affiliated minor league baseball has already beaten the odds, and I think they deserve a better home than a baseball factory in the sun. Up to high we go to Peoria, Illinois with the Peoria Chiefs. This team actually underwent a significant rebrand in 2005 when they're actually a part of the Chicago Cubs organization. But before I go into how the rebrand went, I want to show some extra love to this last Cardinals Chief logo, because when I look at this bird, I don't see a bird cosplaying as a Native American. No, what I see instead is the lead actor in Hot Shots Numero Cuatro, Revenge of the Chicken Arrow. When it comes to the rebrand itself, I think they did a phenomenal job. I think firefighting is a natural pivot for teams that are called the Chiefs but want to move away from the Native American iconography. I love that Dalmatian logo, and I think low-level minor league baseball is the perfect place to go cartoonish instead of super serious. But it's on the field that the team really loses me. Those jerseys and logos don't feel like they go together. I appreciate clean, well-done script jerseys, and these are that, but I've never seen a bigger disconnect in this whole series between the on-paper branding and the on-field product. This is a team that should have their home whites with black Dalmatian spots and an alternate jersey that's in that weird tan that firefighters wear. With all due respect to my elders in the space, like UniWatch founder Paul Lucas, I think it's perfectly acceptable for some minor league teams that look like they should be playing the Savannah Bananas instead of the New York Yankees. Up to AA we go to Springfield, Missouri with the Springfield Cardinals. Hey Springfield, what in the unoriginal heck is this all about? I genuinely feel bad for young baseball fans whose parents want an easy out to not have to make the 3.5-hour drive to St. Louis because they have one. Sorry kids, we've got Cardinals at home. And it's not as if Springfield doesn't have great source material. It's the birthplace of Route 66, which, with all due respect, the Inland Empire 66ers have already nailed that one out of the park. But even better is the city's moniker as the Queen City of the Ozarks. It inspired their new city flag. I mean, look at this thing. This is vexillological virtuosity, that understated blue, the crown, the 3 stars. It has everything you would need to make a great Springfield-based minor league baseball team. But instead, all you got was Cardinals Light, complete with 0% originality by volume. But I guess it's finally time for me to put on my blue suede shoes, board the plane, and touch down in Memphis, Tennessee with the Memphis Redbirds. Now, while the team name might seem a little too Cardinals adjacent, I'm willing to give them a pass because of how great their 2016 rebrand was. Up through the 2015 season, this team essentially was in the same boat as the Springfield Cardinals, and I love this rebrand. I love how it shows that great designs don't have to be overly complicated. I think the only reason their choices seem so natural and obvious in hindsight is because of how much restraint they showed. Because when you're in Memphis, you don't lack for design inspiration. It's the home of Elvis, the most famous rocker of all time, a man who is so famous that decades after his death, his old home of Graceland is still a major tourist attraction. Then you have the blues scene with artists like B.B. King, and finally there's Beale Street, which is just this legendary cacophony of lights and sound, and they boil all that down to 2 basic elements. 1, neon lights, and number 2, a Music Note M logo. The neon lights are something they use on their primary logo, on the Music Note M logo, and on their jersey numbers. It would have been so easy for the team to use a caricature of Elvis Presley complete with those pinks and blues they were so famous for, or just put microphones and guitars everywhere. And I appreciate that in an era where so many designs seem to insult the viewer's intelligence, these seem to respect your intelligence to allow you to connect the dots. And listen, I still wish that team name was more localized, but when it comes to how those logos and uniforms turned out, A+, no notes. And when I finally get a chance to go to West Tennessee, to go walking in Memphis, and I go to a game at Ozone Park, and the nice lady at the counter asks me, "Tell me, child, are you a Redbirds fan?" I'll tell her, "Ma'am, I am tonight." That's all I have for today. I'll see you guys next time. Walking in Memphis, do I really feel the way I feel? Yes. Yes, I do.